Hi, it's Carissa, and I am back finally. It's been a long 2 weeks. I've been busy with school and lots of sick kids, pneumonia, stomach flus for 2 weeks. So I'm finally back, and I apologize for the delay, but I have an Easter card for you here today, and this doesn't have to be an Easter card. It could be just a spring card, but I'm going to stamp an Easter sentiment on it. So you can take it or leave it as it is, whatever. Anyway, so I want to get started. I'm going to be using my Big Kick a lot today, and I have this Embosslit die here, and I really am enjoying that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these different pattern papers and just run this through the Big Kick on like all these different papers and cut me some butterflies. And then also this matte layer on my card, I'm going to emboss half of it with this Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder from Stampin Up. So I'm going to grab my Big Kick and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm starting here with this So Saffron piece, and it's my like layering piece for my card. And I'm just going to put half of it into the embossing folder. You could, you know, do it whatever way you want. But I just want like the top half of this embossed. So I just kind of eyeball it. And then I have my platform down here, and it's on tab 1. I actually took the other tab off of mine because I hardly ever use it, and I just stuck it in a drawer, and it was getting in my way. Anyway, and then I have a cutting plate down, and then I'm going to put, oops, I just knocked this. I'm going to put this onto the top of that cutting plate, and then layer my other cutting plate, which has a piece of paper static clinging to it, right on top. And then I will just crank my machine, run it through, and it looks like it may have got bumped again, and it may be a little crooked, but that's okay because I'm going to cover that line up with like a ribbon or something. So there's that. And the thing I like about the Stampin' Up embossing folders is they give a really nice deep emboss. So same same pieces are going to be used with my Embosslit die. I'm just going to use patterned paper. I'm going to stick it in here. Same formula here with the plates and everything, and then I'll just run this through. And I'm going to do it on several different pieces of patterned paper. And you can see this, I love this die because it cuts the little butterflies, but it also has some embossing with it. So it cuts and it embosses at the same time. And sometimes I have to use my little paper piercer to kind of pull these out. But anyway, so just so you can see how that's done, and I'm going to run my different colors through there, and I will be back. Okay, so I have all my little butterflies here, and I have this piece of So Saffron that I embossed. And what I'm going to do just to cover up that line is, I'm so out of it. I'm going to tie this satin ribbon. Actually, what do they call this? They call this the white organza ribbon. So it's got organza and kind of satin too. So I'm just going to tie this in a knot here. And then just trim my ends. And then I can go back and make it, I think I'm going to have to make it shorter, but I just want to get it on there so that I can get this card put together. I have a craft base here, craft card base, and it's portrait style. And I am just going to attach this. Okay, now hopefully, I think I may have just attached that in my way, but we'll see what happens. Okay. My plan was to put this here. I'm going to have to tear this up. There we go. Now I have this piece of designer paper, and it's from the Sweet Pea pack. And then I also have this piece of Whisper White. The dimensions on those pieces of paper are 3 by 2 5/8 for this one, and 2 3/4 by 2 3/8 for the white. And what I'm going to do is just sponge some Bashful Blue around the edge of this piece of Whisper White. Okay, so I have my white piece of paper attached to my piece of designer paper, and I'm just going to start taking these butterflies, and I'm going to add some mini glue dots to the back, kind of in the center, and I'm just going to kind of arrange them on this square here, or rectangle. And I'm just going to kind of put them randomly . Okay, so now I have just butterflies kind of randomly put all over there, and you can arrange them however you want. And then my plan is for this just to go on the front of here, but I put my ribbon in the way, so I'm going to have to figure this out. So, but I will continue on, and what I will do is I will grab, if I can find it, this is the Happy Easter stamp from, give me a second, it's from Well Scripted, and I'm going to stamp this on the bottom, and because I have it here, I think I'll just use chocolate chip ink. And I got the new Stampin' Up blocks, and I love them. Okay, so there's that. And then I just have to figure out how I'm going to do this, because my bow's in the way. I guess I should have checked that before I mounted it. So I'm just going to slide this down some. Trying not to ruin my entire card. Okay, there we go. Now this is just going to attach right there. Okay, so there's your Easter card. Overall, pretty easy to put together. It just takes a little bit of punching with the Embosslit die, but I thought I would use some different colors than you're accustomed to see me using. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks again for watching.